Hey everybody, this is Francesco Abbruzzino with another Rogue Rant. What you see on the screen is an individual that is a victim of civil asset forfeiture laws. And these are those lovely laws out there. They've been on the books for a while where law enforcement's able to come by and essentially seize your cash, seize your belongings. And this is all on the mere suspicion that there's been some type of connection with illegal activity. If they come up on you and they see that you have $5,000, which they view as not being normal, they can take the $5,000. If the dog smells cocaine on it, which just about every single currency out there has some form of drug on it, guess what? They can take all your money or just a mere suspicion. And yes, police are now the judge and jury out there. There is no thing that we call due process, no constitutional right to it at all. You know, they don't even, in most states, you don't even need a criminal conviction to seize these assets. Now, even if they do, in Florida they pass, you need to be criminally convicted. Well, the problem is they could still take your money. If you're not criminally convicted, then you can get the money back, and you got to go to court and try to bring it all back. But it's much worse here in Oklahoma, where this young man ran into some problems. They brought civil asset forfeiture to a whole new level. Their police agencies now are equipped with ERADs. These are electronic recovery and access to data machines. So these devices are capable of going out there and confiscating your money off your prepaid debit card. You could just sit there, they can just zap your card and boom, take your money. That's right. And even if you don't have a prepaid card, you're like, oh, I just carry credit cards. Guess what? They can do it on normal credit cards and debit cards too. And they're now legally allowed to go and pilfer your bank account from the side of the road. Again, without any due process. How is that acceptable, folks? But don't fret. Don't fret at all. Because the Oklahoma officials said, hey, we are confident, that our ERADs will be used responsibly. Troopers, they insist that, hey, it's not about seizing money. We want to protect you. We want to protect your identity. Yet that's not what we're seeing. And we've already seen some cases in Oklahoma. You got a single mom. She had her stuff taken. She was innocent. You had a cancer survivor. Had their drugs taken. Again, an innocent person. And then this guy, over $53,000. This individual raised for an orphanage. They seized it. They said, you shouldn't have this much money. We're taking it all. These people were all innocent. How is this any different than being held up by gunpoint out there on the side of the road? It's armed robbery, folks. And to top it off, these devices are ridiculously expensive for the states and the cities. In Oklahoma, they have 16 of them. They cost about $5,000 plus $1,500 for training. Guess who's making money, though? The manufacturer. They receive 7.7% of all funds. And with that type of money being in the hole, and a manufacturer pushing to get their 7%, I'm sure there will be extra incentive out there to go out and make more money. And it gets even better, the extra incentive, because in Oklahoma, guess what? The police and prosecutors are allowed to keep up to 100% of the proceeds that are forfeited through this program. That's right, 100%, folks. Even if the person is never convicted or indicted. Making it easier for our officers out there to seize even more properties, just opening that old Pandora box. And that's especially true here in Oklahoma, as we've seen. It's the breeding ground for forfeiture scandals. One prosecutor used the forfeiture funds to pay off his student loan. How lovely. Another one said, hey, we're going to seize this house, and he lived there rent-free. These ERAD devices will most likely impact disproportionately the lower-income Americans too, while further making a mockery out of due process. What say you, America? Are we ready for this police state, for this tyranny? This has been Francesco Abbruzzino with the Rogue Rant. If I can get to my car.